Here's a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition Podcast, a.k.a. CAP.
They gon' love me for my ambition.
Coming in live.
You know what I'm saying? We are here on the live stream with Flawless Rhode Island, one of the biggest celebrities to ever come out of Rhode Island. The man embodies Rhode Island. Rhode Island's in his name. You know, we are here. We got Josh in the building as well, fellow podcaster extraordinaire, Rhode Island. If you want to sit, you can sit in the director's chair, brother. Yes, sir. You already know. Right here, one half of Open for Coffee podcast in the building.
Yes, sir.
And you can kind of direct to there because you can see Flawless' camera. If you need to refocus it, might as well focus it.
He's well experienced in this field.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and make sure to turn on Noel's mic if it's off by any chance. But welcome, brother. Thank you for stopping in real
Thank you
quick.
for having me, man.
This is probably his 4th or 5th appearance on the platform.
Yeah.
You know, people love it every time. I think 2nd or 3rd on the podcast.
Yes.
Specifically. But thank you for coming through. Tell the people what do you have this week? We just saw right now, right before you came.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
On the radar.
I'm excited.
You know what I'm saying? On the radar freestyle, you talking about Rhode Island, you talking about Rhode Island rappers. Talk to the people real quick. Would you kind of saying in that
Oh,
verse?
I said these rappers in my city still look at me with the piss face because you could be the man, just not in this state.
Talking that shit, talking that.
You know, I'm back, man. You know, I feel good. God is good. I got a new album dropping Friday.
Yes,
called
sir.
The Gratitude.
Round of applause for him. Round of applause.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. And yeah, we just it's put on their next season.
So what's the name of the album again?
Gratitude.
Gratitude. And how many songs on the album? How long?
12.
12 tracks.
12 records,
12
yeah.
tracks. Have any of them? Is it one of the singles, the recent one with the?
The World on Fire.
the-
Yeah.
yep, okay,
Yeah. The
okay.
World on Fire. was
Nice,
like
nice.
the
And what
latest
can
single
people
from that.
expect with this project? What's like we got features or?
Yeah, I got Conway the Machine on the album.
Whoa.
I got King Los on the album.
King Los.
Yeah. I got. I don't know if you guys are familiar with battle rap, but I got Loaded Lux on the album.
Oh, of course.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. And I
shit.
got some great up and coming artists as well. I got Asha, Qdira, I think that's how you say her last name, but she's an amazing vocalist.
Oh shit.
She's on it. I got Lakeith. He's an amazing R&B singer and rapper.
Okay.
He's crazy too. And yeah, man, it's really an exciting time for me to get back in the swing of things and just be active, man. I'm outside. You know what I'm saying?
No, I love it, man. No, that's amazing. Loaded Lux, you got Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah,
This
That's
shit
gonna be
is
some
crazy.
bars,
Gonna be
nigga.
nice. Yeah, for sure. It's a combination. Like a lot of my albums are very diverse. I have some motivational stuff, you know what I mean? A breakup song. I have love song. Like I have lyrical stuff. You know, it's a lot of everything in my album. So it's pretty much what you can expect if you are familiar with my projects.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything, man.
Yeah, no, and shout out to that on the radar too. That was a good look. That was
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
no one knew that was coming. That was fire for you to just be on that platform. And you did like a unique way where you had like the captions and stuff because they don't really use the
Yeah, I
caption.
know. Shout out to On the Radar for allowing that to happen because I was like, man, I would really love some captions because like it really delivers when people can like read along and see what you're really saying and
They were down for
did
it.
that. They did that, yeah.
Oh, shout out to Gabe.
I think I'm the first one with captions.
I think you might be.
Yeah.
Especially from them posting it.
Yes,
A lot of
exactly.
people repost. You can repost it however, but for them originally to post it with the captions,
Yeah.
that's huge.
That's love,
So
that's
shout out to
love.
Gabe. Shout out to Rob. Shout out
Yes.
to the whole On the Radar team over there. Phenomenal people.
Definitely.
And let's get some flawless, opinions and takes on things while we have you in the building.
For sure.
Off of a lot of people are calling it the biggest rap beef of all time or the biggest rap battle of all time. For our generation, is by default. I don't think anything's gonna come near it, maybe ever.
Yeah, it hasn't been something this
Again.
big since Jay and Nas.
Yeah.
And that was ages ago. So
And that was a while
Yeah.
ago. But we could still even feel the ramifications from that, where people still say that Jay-Z drops something, even if it's a product, whenever Nas drops new music. It's like a run-on.
it's still it's a
joke.
run-on wall.
Yeah, it's like Jay-Z's birthday party. He's gonna do something around Nas, like to just kind of poke a bear at him a little bit. Still, they say, even though they're still friends now.
Yeah.
But people have always said that. What's Flawless's take on the Kendrick Lamar and Drake battle this year and how it's ended, especially after the Not Like Us music video just dropped?
I know it's
Right, we have rumors of a new album from both of them.
It's
right?
so hard hitting that Not Like Us video is
And you're a
it's
phenomenal
weird
rapper, so I
because-
want to get your take on this.
The Not Like Us was definitely a great move by Kendrick to go because Drake is known what he did with Back to Back with Meek to make a song that not only is a diss record but will be played on the radio. You have to hear it everywhere in the clubs.
Everywhere.
And Kendrick kind of took that model with Not Like Us And now that's all you hear everywhere in radio, clubs, and the video re-amplified it and had a lot of subliminal messages in the video that were incredible. He's a very strategic man, and I appreciate that because I still love people that take the art serious.
Yeah.
I thought it was a great war for hip hop. I don't think there's a loser. I think we're the winners as fans because I'm still gonna listen to Drake. Drake's gonna drop another hit, song of the year. He's still gonna be doing what he does. And obviously the opinions are going to sway when you talk about Drake versus Kendrick, but they both are incredible artists. And I think it was a win for Kendrick for sure because he was rejuvenated. His career was rejuvenated in a sense, not being active for so long. And for Drake, man, it's also respectable that he doesn't back down from almost anything. You know what I mean? Like he's gotten his hands dirty and not just being the biggest superstar. A lot of superstars won't get their hands dirty like that. And he battled Pusha. He battled with Meek, you know what I mean? He had this war with Kendrick. Like, you got to commend somebody that's willing to, especially when they have so much to lose, to step up to the plate and fight, you know what I mean? I think it's dope. J. Cole was the smart guy in this whole situation. He's like, peace and love to all you guys. A lot of people talk trash about it, but when you look back at it now, it's like, he just didn't want to put that energy in there.
Yeah.
He just didn't have the energy for it. So, it wasn't going to go well for him because he wasn't committed to it. When you're an artist like that and you really gotta like deliver something like that, like a diss record and stuff like that, you gotta really, wanna do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to J. Cole for bowing out when it was safe.
Yeah, and it's crazy. I've seen a lot of rappers allude to the same mentality that you were saying right now when it comes to the reaction to the fight. We have LL Cool J, T.I. They were saying the same things, even the idea of Drake, getting his hands dirty and actually responding, being a part of it, even though
he could just ignore it and keep it moving.
He could have just lost worse. He could have not said nothing, but the fact that he was dropping records, even after Not Like Us, he dropped the next day.
Yeah.
The Heart Part 6. It was whatever. We always talk about it in here. It was like,
I actually enjoyed that one.
Yeah?
Not gonna lie.
It's not bad. It's just...
I thought it was good because it kind of eclipsed kind of put everything into perspective as far as like the fake information with the daughter and stuff like that, and it kind of gave the diss record that he had about that less credibility in my eyes. So when I hear those diss records and he's saying those things and I know they're not true, it doesn't sting. Like it kind of almost doesn't count.
Yeah.
So it was a very strategic move by Drake to do that, but Not Like Us put it over the top. I think Not Like Us was that blow that like it was a close fight. 12th round type of thing.
Yeah.
And Not Like Us was that, like, I think that blow that it's just unrecoverable.
Yeah, I feel like if the Heart Part 6 was rolled out, maybe with like a video, he added maybe another verse. Even the cover art was changed. There's certain things around it. It could have been more impactful.
And the dialogue at the end.
Yeah, the dialogue
was
where he's kind of like
back offish, like, all right, I'm
he's
done.
like throwing the white flag.
Yeah, I wish he hadn't. I wish he hadn't said that in the end.
Yeah, even
as
the
a
cover
lyricist, you don't feel like he rushed it? Like hearing the bars.
I think in this day and age, people don't want to wait for nothing, and the longer it takes you, the less credibility maybe you have. It's like the way Kendrick was firing back right away. He felt that heat, so he felt like he needed to fire back just as fast. Because remember when Drake dropped that record, and then 20 minutes later, K-Dot's dropping. It's like, wait a minute, whoa, that was like a wrench. You know what I mean? That was
crazy.
It's crazy because you don't really get that.
Yeah.
You might get a next day drop, but 20 minutes later, you don't get that.
We was stressed out.
So Drake,
Drake
felt that. And I'm a Drake fan, and I mean, I felt it. I was like, damn. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, every time something it would hit, I'm like, damn. Come on, Drake.
Damn.
Come on, Drake. Get up, Drake.
Yeah, and that song, that was Meet the Grams. He didn't even perform that.
Yeah.
And I heard he didn't perform it because it was just too much. It's too.
Yeah. It's not a performance record.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just. I think that was one of the worst records of this. And like I said, because of the fact that the stuff wasn't really that credible either. So
yeah,
we could take that one out. He still wins without the record.
And what's your prediction, like yourself? What would you say right now if you're Drake, you being a lyricist rapper?
I'm dropping a summer hit.
You being a battle rapper, what would you do right now in Drake's position?
I'm dropping a summer hit. Something that's gonna just get played more than Not Like Us.
But what bag are you gonna get into? Because Drake can get any bag. What's the Drake bag? What type of?
I'm going back to the women. See ya.
The women have been defending him.
I'm gonna do what you can't do. Because you can't. You could try.
Yeah.
But you're not about to do it on this level.
Yeah.
Drake is a unicorn, man. You know what I'm saying? So he can he can pop a summer anthem easy that,
Yeah.
forget it. And then people remember, oh yeah, this guy,
Do you think
he is the
Dolo,
GOAT.
Dolo, or with a feature?
I think a feature wouldn't hurt. Show people you still got friends. It feels like they're at recess and like everybody's huddled up and he's over here. Like, can somebody come talk to Drake, please?
They're on the wall, and the other group is like
Everybody's
by the,
playing like scatter, and you're just
Yeah.
like chilling there. Like, damn, nobody wants to. hang on.
Yeah,
So a feature wouldn't hurt. Somebody could step up and let, I'm with you.
that's true.
You
Yeah,
know?
I can see that.
Who would that be?
That's the thing, no one knows.
Because
SZA.
Future's been somebody he's leaned on.
Yeah,
That's not happening.
that's not happening.
She'll do it.
Who?
SZA. She'll do it.
I don't
SZA.
think so.
He gave us a
She
summer
was
banger.
I
posting-
don't think
she
I
was
don't
posting
think
Not
that
Like
does
Us
it though. I
yesterday.
don't know if that does it.
Yeah,
You know?
she's been reposting Not Like Us music videos. She
Oh
was at
yeah,
the
she's West
performance.
Coast, so
gonna
she's
do
not
that.
post. She's not doing that.
Yeah, Top probably stopped it. The label would stop that.
Nah, she's not doing that. TDE's not.
That's petty.
not
They
letting that
dated. Like,
Yeah, but it's not
Sexy,
timely.
another sexy red joint.
I had
No.
enough. We had enough of those.
I know. I don't know.
everything.
I love her, but I just didn't love that new record with her and him. I didn't. I'm like,
Is it getting played?
I don't. Is it really?
I be
I don't
outside.
know.
They do
I
be
don't
a
know.
little
They
bit.
do
I ain't
play
gonna lie.
outside?
Yeah, but they skip his part fast.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow.
They just play the hook.
I'm
God
shocked.
Bless. God bless. Yeah. So I don't know. But that could be a good move.
Yeah,
Right.
show
Because
some-
Kendrick
show some-
can do
show
that,
you
but
got
I feel
some
like
friends.
he needs someone to do that. He's done that with Love Me. Who was on the hook?
Yeah.
I want to be with Zachary. I think the artist maybe, and then the
Just
other one
love
with
me.
Rihanna. He has a one with Rihanna.
Yep.
So he needs like a big person to do that. If Drake does that, and even Dolo, it'd be crazy, like a major hit. But does it have to be bigger than Not Like Us? Does he have to eclipse Not Like Us?
I don't think he has to eclipse Not Like Us. He just has to kind of like take the attention away from it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like okay, this is cool. This is still here, but
Show he obviously still
y'all
got
gonna
it.
play this first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would assume.
Yeah.
You know, Drake can do it, man. One of them Rihanna joints. They're too good for you.
A one
We
dance
make
vibe.
love.
That's what I keep saying. Give me a
Yo,
view
give me
song.
I'm too good for you. I'll take that.
I wouldn't be mad at one of those.
Yo, I
what I'm
don't know
saying?
how to talk to you. I be in the gym like,
It's true.
I can't do that to Kendrick. Or I can't do it to my music. I love that.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
one of those, man, you know?
Yeah. And let's talk about, you made a post recently. How long ago was it since the major rhythm and flow moment?
It's been 4 years.
4 years.
Man,
4
it's been
years,
4
right?
years,
Was
yeah.
it 4 years to the date exactly? Or?
Yeah, not exactly, but pretty
Yeah.
much this October.
Okay, wow, this October is going to be the anniversary.
Yeah.
So you made a post recently, your entry or your first time, like the world saw you like on a big stage. Or, like
That wasn't Rhythm and Flow. That was the BT Cypher.
Oh, that was a beat. That was
I did the
post.
BT Cypher before I did Rhythm and Flow.
And you post that was it timely because of the BET Awards happening?
Yeah, I just know how to play the algorithm,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so.
I like that.
It got a mill, almost,
Yeah,
pretty much.
I saw that. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
That was, and that was prior to Rhythm and Flow.
Yeah,
that was the
that's
major
where they
moment.
found me.
Yeah, okay. That's where
Yeah.
they got the casting and like the reaching out was from
the
that.
people were there actually scouting artists from
Yeah.
the ciphers.
Have they reached this award show? Because I think BT has like 2 award shows.
Yeah,
kinda,
it's
right?
like the BT Awards and then the BT Hip Hop
Hip-Hop
Awards where the
Awards.
ciphers happen.
Have they reached out again?
Can't talk about it. You might see me this year.
I feel like your moment was
I've
so
already done
epic.
2. I've already done 2. I
might
did
as
one
well
with
go
Jack
again.
Harlow and Rhapsody and Polo G.
Yeah.
I did one with and I did the one that I did. The first one that I did that I posted was with oh my god, Casanova, Reason, Sean Smith. Shout out to those guys.
Yeah, and I feel like they got it. I feel I would go the route with getting people like yourself because obviously Slaughterhouse doesn't exist no more, so they can't relive a moment like that one.
Yeah.
Right. Eminem might not pop out and do one again. We don't have the Black Hippie.
I seen last year's. I wasn't a part of last year's, but after I seen last year's, I definitely hit them
Yeah.
up and was like, listen,
Last
this is
year
what-
was
this is
like
what we need to do.
easily forgettable last
Third
year.
time's even better. Let me get that third appearance. And it's always been like a main goal. Like from when I first started, I was always watching the BT Sevens, and I was like, yo, one day I'm gonna do that. Like that's one of my main like milestone goals. And to have already done 2, possibly 3. It's
The
an
three-peat
amazing
coming.
thing. The 3-peat, baby.
Flawless 3-peat BT Cypher coming maybe.
And hopefully On the Radar helps that. You know
Oh,
what I
hell
mean?
yeah.
Because when I'm active and I'm doing freestyles and they see that,
Yeah.
it's easier for them to say yes opposed to saying
fire.
no. So that's why I'm really out here.
Do you do one on the radar song? Or do you do two?
No, I did one. Just
One?
it's
Okay.
it's about 2.5 minutes, so we split
Nice.
it up. You know what I mean?
Because sometimes I do like give people like two.
Yeah, I see people performing songs, but I didn't really want. I wanted to go there and rap.
Nice.
So like because I know the interaction and the comments really thrive off of like the raps. You know what I mean? That's how I get the instant like the talent just shines through. That's how I really lean on. And I knew that overperforming a regular record or something with like a hook, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna bar it out, bro. He's like, do you need auto tune? I'm like, definitely not.
Straight raw.
Let's go. And actually, you know, it was dope because I think a lot of people probably mess up there because when I did it in one take, they were like, oh my God, one take, we're done. I'm like, yeah, we're done. They're like,
Oh, no,
that was
yeah.
amazing. I'm like, all right, well, maybe you guys probably are here for a long time when other people come. That's cool, but not me. You know what I'm saying? You come, we were there like 15 minutes, not even.
Fire. No, yeah. Shout out to them. They're good people
Yeah,
too.
they're great,
over
man.
there.
Production was great. Everything was great. Hospitality was amazing.
No, that's
I'm definitely
epic.
gonna be back.
I'll make sure to check it out on Twitter because they're on the radar. When people post it on Twitter too, it gets mad traction. So I'm gonna make sure to
that's
see
dope.
it and
I gotta
retweet it
check
for you.
out. It's on X. That's what it's called now.
Yeah.
right?
Oh
I
yeah.
gotta
X,
get back on that.
X. Bullshit.
You use it?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm big on there, bro. I'm like,
Oh, I gotta use it more.
you gotta
man.
get on it, bro. I'm like one of the biggest accounts now. My shit's like blown up. Like
That's
it's
awesome.
it's crazy because I'm always
That's
just
great.
posting.
Is it you
news.
post a lot of video clips?
Yeah, I post video clips of like news, things that happens, art interviews, whatever we do, things I find interesting. Because a lot of times for me to kind of journal it, when I go back to the podcast, I'll go back and look at it, the news of the week, and it's like, oh, I'm looking at my own
okay,
tweets.
got it.
You know, because a lot of times you go on these other news things, they don't post everything, but I make sure to tweet about everything, and I'll go back on my tweets to look at it. But then in the midst of that, a bunch of tweets randomly just go viral of me posting stuff.
Nice,
You know,
nice.
like I was posting, what was it yesterday, the Shakur Stevenson fight, or 2 days ago? Like tweets from that went viral, and like people were getting interviewed there. So yeah, I'm always reposting things. But going back to the Rhythm and Flow, top of the year, January this year, 2024, it was announced Rhythm and Flow season 2. There was a
Yes.
trailer, the new judges. But then after that, there wasn't like a follow up. You know, it was kind of maybe in limbo. No one knew what kind of happened. Is there any chances of Flawless returning to the Rhythm and Flow actual panel as a guest host, coach? You know, there's so many different elements. Recently, T.I. did an interview. He brought you up as a memorable person. Who wouldn't remember you, right? You, in my opinion, you were the best participant there.
Thank you.
Right? And I've always said that to this day. And even you talking about it has gone viral. Our clips with you, you know, people have this sense of nostalgia when it comes to Rhythm and Flow and Flawless, right?
Yeah, for
the
sure.
brands coexist. But how much do they coexist? Is there going to be a reunion? Are you going to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What can you share, if anything, about this?
Well,
at all?
I will say that there were plans for me to return
Okay.
for season 2. If the original plan hadn't gone through, they did end up getting Eminem like they wanted. So
Okay.
they got Eminem for what I was going to do.
Okay.
Which I'm not mad at that. Obviously, I would pick over Eminem over me too. But I think it was a little premature where they just posted the trailer out just to get a feel of things and let people know it was coming. It is still coming. I believe it is still coming. I've heard great things. I think that it's very different from the first season. I've heard a lot of things that where I know I can tell it's very different. So I think each season will have its own identity if they do have another season after this.
Yeah.
I think our season will still have its own identity. And I think it's going to be an influx for me as well because when people watch season 2, if they didn't see season 1, they'll watch it. Or people will compare season 1 to season 2. I'm sure when the battles, if they do have a battle round, when those drop, people are going to be like, ain't no battle like the Flawless one.
Yeah.
So I know that that's going to happen. So I'm kind of gearing up for that to make sure that, and I also plan, I'm not going to lie, whatever challenges they do, I'm dropping the next day on Instagram and I'm killing everybody. I'm just for fun. Like I'm just gonna troll the show.
No, you might as well.
Like this is
That's
my
genius.
shit. It's rhythm and flow. Like I don't care if I'm not on this season.
Rhythm and
I'm
flow, I
doing
like
every
that.
challenge and I'm shitting on everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when everything, I have my own finale if I have to. Yeah.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good ass
Like,
point. The fact that even if you aren't, you know, physically there for this new season, people are going to revisit the first season.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
And they might do
Check it.
flashbacks and shit.
Yeah, I might start a little review show. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Start
you-
reviewing the season.
Review each episode.
You know, hey, who knows, man? The possibilities are endless.
that.
So.
Have you thought about doing anything of that nature? You know, you have a podcast crew. You know, you're so you know, basically affiliated with them. Shout out to them, the Open for Podcast crew. You know, Murphy, Josh. have you thought about? I think you did at one point.
Yeah,
kind
I
of
had
like
a,
something,
I had
right?
a podcast during the pandemic. I did
Yeah.
a season of a podcast. I had like Afi and Crockett, like a lot of dope people on the podcast. I utilized a lot of connections. But after I finished the season, the world opened back up. So I just kind of left it like, hey, that's something cool I did. One little season, I did like 12, 10 episodes or something like that.
Yeah.
And just left it alone because it wasn't really a passion for me. But I'm thinking about doing like some reaction videos. I'm gonna start with my own bars. Like, bar breakdowns?
Yes.
But do them like reaction style. Like if I'm reacting to somebody else and it's like, oh, did you hear that? This
That'd
is
be
what
genius.
he said. Da 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 da. Like, you know what I mean? But it's really gonna be me reacting to myself.
That's
So,
fire.
that's an idea I got. Like I'm gonna start doing a series of that to break down bars, but at the same time, like make it comical and entertaining.
I like that because people do. There's a lot of rappers that do like rapper reacts to not like us, and it's like a
Yeah.
rapper, and it's like this white guy, but he's actually a rapper that people have known for like maybe battle rap or something else, and like it gets a bunch of views because people expect his perspective to be different because he's actual fellow rapper.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Just
that
like with-
insight is different for sure.
Yeah, just like with anything else, like a chef reacts to Burger
Somebody
King's
cooking,
new
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the category is in line with itself. So I would say you should start that immediately, bro. That'd be,
for sure.
That'd be fire. That's
for
be
sure,
genius.
for sure.
You know, and aside from that, you have the new album this week. What else is gonna come? Are you gonna roll out any more music videos? Or you have anything
Yeah,
planned
I'm
for
gonna
it?
just roll out a bunch of content. Like right now, with the way that social media is, short form content is king right now for me, especially. So I don't have like full videos, but I have a bunch of content for the the album. And then if I like to like wait and see what really blows up. If a song is getting way more streams than another song, I would do a full video for that song if the interest is there. I like to see now where the interest is before I just stop piling money into like random music videos.
Yeah.
Especially when the content is a minute or less, and that's king. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we shot a bunch of content for the album and music video style, but 1 minute clips instead of a whole 3.5 minute video.
Yeah.
Kind of splitting it up into minute clips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you, speaking of content, just doing your thing performing wise as well. Last year, for those who don't remember, and if you're listening and watching, you're from Providence, Rhode Island. Flawless performed at the PVD Fest, right? The infamous PVD Fest of 2023, which
Oh
was
my
the one
God.
that got rained out. A lot of vendors were complaining about their experience at PVD Fest, and even prior to that, Brett Smiley was facing scrutiny from a lot of people, including myself,
Yes.
for moving the location and moving the date of the PVD Fest. But Flawless was there, and he was one of the people that we mentioned when we covered that to go and support Still Flawless and go support people who are still going to be there because we don't want to necessarily bottle them up as it's their fault that this is taking place. They just happen to be a part of it. But what was your experience being a performer there, arguably the biggest performer there that weekend, one can say, especially when it comes to Rhode Island representation, Flawless performing at PVD Fest? Was it a travesty? Was it a mess? What happened?
Well, from my experience, I had a great experience because right after we performed was when the storm started. So we literally were like
you missed
almost
it.
like the last act, like period of the whole festival. It was great. So we were the headliner because nobody else performed for the rest of the weekend. And literally when we got on stage, it started like raining.
Shit.
Like God is so good, you know what I mean? But I understood the concerns of the public with the PVD Fest. It is like the only like free public show I do yearly. And it's an opportunity for my kids to come and check me out and see me on stage. No matter who's in the crowd, my kids seeing me like actually on the
Fire.
stage it's a big thing for me, and they can see like what my job is. You know what I mean? And what I really do. And that's why I decided to still move forward with it. But the idea of having it in September, having it where it was held, was a complete disaster. I mean, everybody knows. You know, and it was boycotted. So I had a good amount of people there that came to personally see me. But as far as the festival, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they're moving it back downtown this year. I'm not performing this year.
Okay.
I need a little bit more priority when it comes to something like that, and I don't really have that with the new crew that's there running the PVD Fest. So I decided to just respectfully bow out. But I hope it's a success, man. I hope they get back to open containers, because PVD Fest for us was a culture thing. It's not just an event. It's something where people were having different block parties in the same area. Everybody was connecting, going to different stages. It was literally a culture, and they killed that culture. So I hope they can allow us to express ourselves, tell them exactly what they need to do. And some people know what they need to do because they were here when the PVD Fest was what it was.
Yeah.
And let's just get it back to normal, you know what I mean? And let's give the city what we want.
Yeah, I'm hearing rumors, this year is going to happen again back in downtown, and it's going to be around KP, Kennedy Plaza, and everything again. So the location's back, but the time is still September.
That's what I was going to say. It's usually first week of June.
Yeah.
We're already gone.
Yeah, it's already September again around, school coming back, vacations ending, people leaving
Why
town.
not 4th of July weekend?
Yeah, I don't know why not. Like, it makes no... But I think, to be honest, to be bluntly honest, my take, I think the mayor just knows that he fucked up last year. So slowly he's just going to bring it back to how it was years ago. But he's going to do step by step. That way it doesn't look like it's obviously his fault.
Disaster.
And it's a complete disaster. So year one, back at the location. Next year, we're probably going to change it, the location and the date.
Yeah.
Guarantee it. Watch it be in the holiday, Christmas time. PVD Fest coming back in the summer, July.
June
my
6th.
God. Oh my God, a new PVD Fest. No, you mean the old PVD Fest?
Old PVD
what the
Fest.
fuck are you talking about?
For real.
But Flawless, talk about right now, to end the podcast, I want you to give some words to the people. When it comes to Providence, Rhode Island, it's kind of reaching a higher new level of popularity than ever before.
Yeah.
And you were one of the forerunners and pioneers, especially when it comes to hip-hop out of Rhode Island, right? Especially your early name where it was attached to your name, Flawless Rhode Island. It's still a part of your username, right?
Yep.
But now you go by Flawless by itself. But talk about that, seeing that, being a part of the older generation of that and still being relevant in the newer generation, especially when it comes to social media. Your engagement's through the roof, your TikToks, your freestyles, they always get a bunch of traction, and you still are home base, you're repping Rhode Island. Talk to the people of Rhode Island out there, especially even rappers, fellow rappers coming up who might want some inspiration and might want maybe a word or two of what to do next. They see the moment, right? Everyone's like, oh my God, Providence is popping. But what could I do? What should I do? What's your words to them?
I think I'm proud of obviously the attention that the state is getting with the creative capital. You know what I'm saying? Like, the art is really rich here. Like,
yes,
it
sir.
really is. You can feel it in the city. I think for a lot of artists that are here with everything that's going on, I think it's, when I say put in the work, it's a very vague statement when you say that, right? But I think reps are important. So, like, if you're not doing shows locally and you're not constantly on stage and you're not constantly getting those reps, when the time comes and you get those opportunities that are much bigger, you're not going to be ready for those opportunities. So utilize your local areas, utilize the city to get yourself prepared. I was doing shows every Tuesday night in a bar in Johnston with 300 friends every single week, and it looked like we were having a great time every week, but in reality, I was getting those reps. 2 months after I left Rhode Island and was in Atlanta, I was performing in front of 20,000 people at Phillips Arena. If I didn't get those reps back home and those meaningless shows, quote unquote, I would have never been ready for that big opportunity. So for people that are here, use this time to hone your craft. Use this time to get yourself polished for those opportunities that are going to come when the time is right. Because Rhode Island is definitely going to get those opportunities real soon.
Listen, doesn't get better than that. You know what I'm saying?
It's real as hell.
Sure.
God damn.
Amen.
Talk about a fucking mic drop right there. Any last words at all? Anything you want to share to the people? Again, remind the people of the album, Gratitude.
Yeah, the Gratitude
dropping.
album drops this Friday. I'm grateful for all the support. Thank you for everybody that pre-ordered. If we're live right now, right?
Yeah, we're live.
The pre-order
We're live.
link is in my bio on Instagram at FlawlessRI if you want to support the album. And I'm really in my gratitude era, man. I'm just grateful to be here. Thank you for your energy. I love this podcast.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to be back.
Did you out rap Loaded Lux?
Man, let's get it, man. The album's dropping Friday, bro. Let's get it.
That's gonna be. We gotta see.
Let's get it.
You guys got the better verse. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be. I think you could do it.
All right, so check this out. Loaded Lux, me, Conway the Machine, and King Los are on the same record.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought he spread the features.
Nah.
That's what I thought.
He said
so
we
too.
gonna go. So is it verse for verse for verse, or is it?
It's
hook?
crazy. It's crazy. That's all I gotta say. It's crazy.
Because they say Conway's the best rapper out of Griselda, so I gotta see what this
So
sounds
we
like.
all pinned up. You know what I'm saying? We squatted up. It's the Avengers.
That's really the Avengers.
Damn.
Man wants to blow out the speakers of a one.
You got
track.
a video
Rappity
to that
rap
shit.
rap niggas.
You gotta
bro.
do a video of that shit like in a sweaty ass basement with like a fucking
Sweaty-ass basement.
just.
They gon' love me for my ambition.
And that was a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition podcast. Cap, if you're looking to watch the full episode, make sure to go check it out right now. It's available on audio and also on YouTube.